Okay. Hello. Waving my mouse so that you know I am here. While everything boots up. I am live. Exciting. Okay. Just woke up. like 30 minutes ago. So I'm gonna be booting up for a little bit. And bear with me. Oh man, another week. It's not Monday. You probably know. I woke up Monday and I was like, nah. I'm not streaming today. And then Tuesday happened and I'm like, still nah. So, and now it's Wednesday, right? Is it? Yeah. uh I honestly did just wake up 30 minutes ago. So, I have some things to show you. You see this thing? Talk about this thing. I got some files. Talk about those files. Yeah. Hope your week has been going well so far. Oh yeah, still streaming. Alright, cool. Brain's trying to process, function. Anyway. Yep. So yeah, so here's this thing. Also hello again. For those of you that'll tune in my sleepy stream, you get to wake up with me maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I woke up Monday and I was just like, I'm really not feeling it. And like I was thinking maybe not even doing a stream this week, just like taking like a week off. Not that I stream that often anyway. But yeah. Today rolled around, I'm like, no, we can do today. We'll do today. Nothing too like. Oh, excuse me. Oh god, nothing too crazy planned today. More of that like, I started this painting yesterday because I got inspired, and I'm like, all right, we'll work on it on stream. We'll do some stuff. You're just gonna watch me meander through this thing. What the heck is this? What is this? Oh. It seems I'm not the only sleepy one. Photoshop's also waking up. That was clearly eraser. I mean, not that you can see, but I'm using the eraser side of my my pen, and it decided to draw. It's alright. Neither of us have had our coffee, but, you know. Gosh. Yeah, I'll be clearing my throat. I'm sorry. It's not a great way to start the morning. So yeah. Yeah. I started painting this yesterday, and I figured we would just kind of work on it here, you know? And like I said, you'll watch me cough and clear my throat and meander through this. Because it just seemed like something a little different. Like we've done painting demos and tutorials and stuff, and we'll still do that. But I thought today, keep it easy, keep it simple. You might be looking at this and thinking, how is this simple? Like, well, relative, relative to what we could be doing. But yeah, a little bit of cleanup. I do have this in separate layers because I want to do some animation to it when it's done. We will not be getting to that during the stream, I can tell you that right now. But maybe one day I'll take you guys through After Effects and you can kind of see how I muddle through that. I've been a little reluctant to do that because I just kind of like the way I probably do After Effects is pretty hack, and there's plenty of really good tutorials and better people out there to teach you, but maybe I will show you at least what I do when I go into After Effects and just kind of do the light animations on the pieces that you guys have been seeing recently. That's a different layer. That's torso layer. Yes. I apologize for being all groggy. You're just gonna have to deal with it. Like, I woke up, I brushed my teeth, and I came here. I took off my makeup too, because I made the mistake of going to bed with my makeup on and waking up and my eye was just like fucking killing me because the goddamn mascara. Oh, that had to come off before I came to stream. So yeah. So this guy. So what the hell is this, right? So I'll give you a little story. I was working on some edits for my book series, and this is one of the characters that gets kind of mentioned. I say character, it's like a race of creature, person. Goddamn. All right. Okay, hang on. Give me a second. Let me drink some more water, because my throat is bugging the hell out of me. God damn it. Every week is just gonna be like this, because of my new schedule. I'm just gonna be like waking up and streaming, which means my throat has to also wake up. Fucking hate it. Anyway, like I was saying, I was working on some edits on my book, and I was talking about this creature. They're called Addus Cinder, and yeah, as I was reading my own description of it, that sounds kind of arrogant or whatever, but I was like, oh, I really want to paint these guys because they're really cool. Because I describe them as like these spindly glass people, and they live in the desert kingdom of my world. Those of you that have read the series, you may know what I'm talking about. If not, don't worry about it. But it seemed like a really cool one to do, and obviously I'm taking heavy inspiration from Magic the Gathering, like the Espers and the Kaladesh. I think that's the expansion. I don't fucking, if I said it wrong, don't revoke my gamer card, man. I love Magic, I swear. Man, I haven't kept up in a while, mainly because I haven't had people to play with. Makes me sad. I mean, with COVID too. Like, you can play online, but it's not the same. I used to go down to my buddy's comic book shop, and whenever there'd be like a new release, and we get a new deck, just like fresh, like pre-made, and then we would play. Like, we'd do like little tournaments and stuff, and it was super cool. So I love Magic the Gathering. I love card games, and that one for sure is right up my alley. But yeah, they have gorgeous artwork, so I wanted to do something kind of in that vein and take some of the inspiration from that, because when I think about the Adicinder, very much like the Espers and that sort of thing, so I'm happy how it's come out so far. I'm trying to keep it a little bit loose, even though it has to be in layers to do animating, and I've considered possibly painting my usual way, which would be just all one layer, or at least like having the character all on one layer, and then like separating it out. And I don't know if that would be more of a pain in the ass or not. So I may experiment with that at some point down the line. But for right now, we got arms, because they're overlapping. The head, which is not really the head, it's a false head on this creature, because the eyeball is down here. So we got the head, because I'm gonna do a little light animation of it, just kind of like bobbing up and down, just like that. And then let me show you the eye, because when I do the characters, so if you've seen some of the other little animated things I do, there's the head, there will be like the eyeball, the iris, and then I'll have a blink layer, which I'm not going to put on this one because it doesn't blink. But having this layered out like that means that I can have the iris move around and I can animate that. So that'll be cool. So I have to keep this in this layer. This little cradle bit is, you know, a weird like pelvic bone. What a place for an eyeball, but it looks cool. So yeah, arms, the gold I'm keeping separate for right now while I'm still kind of working on it, because it's got to get refined, because it's still like super rough. And then torso, and this little spine bit back here. So, and then background. We might work on the background a little bit, because it's pretty rough. I really like the background in here, how, you know, these things are like super subtle, but they give you this really nice atmosphere and depth. So we'll see, we'll see. I also want to kind of tilt it a little bit more, get a little more dynamic composition. These are a little too straight. So yeah, we'll do some stuff. We'll see what we do. I'm making no promises about how much progress we may or may not make. But I also wanted to show you. This is what I started with yesterday, pretty much. Like, I had the idea, you know, I did the very rough sketch. I started kind of detailing some of the gold. This is just the JPEG like copy. And then I did a very rough background, because what I'm starting to find is it's important to lay in a pretty rough background right from the start. Something my art has suffered from is the character not looking like they belong in the environment. And part of that issue is when you do the character, but you do the background last, which is not a good idea. So, at least, and especially doing a character that's glass, I kind of need to know what the environment colors are going to be. So, yeah, I'm getting more into the habit of just like quick laying in something. Oh man, this first half of this fucking stream is just gonna be me clearing my throat. I'm sorry. Hold that thought. Drink some more water. Hang on. Hello. And the shitty thing is, there's no real good way of getting my throat warmed up except by talking. so, so maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll try and talk a little more before I come to the stream for like 10 minutes. God. We'll see. Anyway, still figuring that out. But yeah. Yeah, so putting in kind of like a rough background and getting kind of an idea, like these are just super simple shapes, but I have an idea of kind of what I want to do with it. So hopefully that means my end piece will be a lot more cohesive. Hopefully. But yeah, so wanted to show you that's, and like this piece has been kind of coming along pretty quick because I had a very clear idea of what I wanted to do, and also, you know, making the glass and gold. I find it's a lot faster than rendering skin and like faces, because that can take us such a long time, because we're very familiar with human faces. So if it looks wrong, you know it's wrong, which means you need to put more time into it looking right. But yeah, I'm happy with how it's coming together. And then the other thing I want to show you from last stream. Hey, quite a bit different. This is, I'm pretty sure this is what we ended on last stream. Oh, hang on, excuse me. I'm just a mess. Come on, stream and be like this. But anyway, this is what we ended with. And I wanted to show you all the layers, as you notice. Ooh, got some graphical issue there. Nice. And this even the layers I have here is even minimized a little bit because I merged down some of the stuff like within the cloud. So I got my little signature, my little sparkles. The shine, yeah, yeah, yeah. Starline, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, you can even merge this down further for illustration because I do t-shirts and I've worked as a graphic designer, stuff like that. There's ways to like uh, optimize, I guess, especially for print. You want to group like light colors together, like all the whites and stuff like that. That would be like a whole other process. But part of why I wanted to show you like all these different layers to go like that went into this is just to kind of show like, hey, even if this art seems kind of simple, and I don't know how they particularly arrange their layers, but just to show how I've done it in the past, like a simple art piece can still be quite a lot of work if you want it to look good. So, you know, every little thing has to be separate. Also because, you know, when you're doing such a more like clean vector style art, you need everything to be separate. Because if you need to change something and it's all like merged down or baked in, you're fucked. so, and then also when it comes to print, I mean, I can be kind of lazy about this because a lot of print-on-demand sites in my stores, you know, I can just give them a like just merge down full image and they can work with it. But if you were doing certain like more high quality printing, you would want all the colors separate, so that when they do like screen printing or stuff like that, they can actually properly do it. But anyway, that's a that's a whole other thing. We don't have to get into. But yeah, so I wanted to show you, like, you know, a lot of work went into it, and I really like how it came out. I thought it, you know, maybe we'll do some more of these in the future because this art is so beautiful. I really love this artist. They do such a fantastic job, and this was really fun to make. And it, you know, it's just like pretty whimsical stuff because I do such dark and serious things, so it's nice to take a break from it. But yeah, so where we ended off last stream and where I took it in my own time because I didn't feel like streaming it because there was a lot I had to figure out and process in my own mind getting back into this kind of workflow. But yeah, it came out pretty cool and I really like it. But yeah, so something to bear in mind if you're doing this kind of vector style art. Like, it's still gonna be a lot of work if you want it to look good. So there's that. I'm gonna close it. Do I want to save chain? Nah. Get out of here. Alright, I guess we should paint, huh? All this time fucking yammering. Yeah. Oh my god. No, I have to stretch. And you know, my kid has got like a cold, so she's not allowed to go back to school for like 10 days. COVID procedures and stuff. Like, not that she has it, it's just that everything has to be treated like that. But so I have 10 days off from taking her to school, but I just don't see the point in like getting out of this schedule that I'm trying to get used to only to go back to it in like a week. So I'm still gonna be getting up at fucking, you know, 2 a.m. and just being here and doing the thing. Let's duplicate this just in case I like horribly fuck it up. Which is very possible. I'm very capable of screwing this up. Now let's just paint some stuff. I'll just kind of do little bits and pieces. The background I think I can kind of just have as one. Hey, but you know, I need to see some sky. Esper. I want to see some of the sky. Yeah. I want to see some of that. Yeah. And this guy here. I'm looking at some of the color palette. Yeah, let's put some sky in. Anyway, hope you guys have been doing well. I'm glad I decided to come hop in and stream today, even though I wasn't like super sure about this week. Just 'cause, yeah, like with my kid being sick and then, you know, just being generally exhausted. I was like, do I need to stream today? So, we'll see. Just go however I feel, because I want to keep these fun, which means, you know, to keep them fun for me also means that I have to listen to myself if I'm starting to feel a little like tired or burnt out from doing it, even though these are not very intensive and I don't do them for very long. Uh, you know, you still get kind of burnt out from doing something regularly. So, yeah. Anyway, I will say I've gotten more comfortable just like hopping in and talking, which might also be in part by the fact that like I just fucking woke up, so I don't have time to overthink this shit. Let's go. Ooh, it's really bright. Or dark, I should say. Blend you a little bit more. Oh god. As I'm here just kind of painting, I realize how fucking tired I am. Like, my brain is not awake. I'm like zoning out. Anyway. Ah, fuck. I just realized I'm looking into some other like potentially royalty-free music that I can put on stream. Not that I got anything against the Corpse Lo-Fi, I love it, but I was gonna have on like some sort of like desert Arabian ambient music just to really get in the mood, and I don't know if I can use the music that I want to use yet. I just want to double check to make sure that it's cool. But hopefully, I gotta get some more royalty-free music and stuff that I can actually like stream with, just to change it up, you know. But being as fucking half asleep as I was, I'm just like, yep, cool, corpse. There we go, go stream. She said go. So here we are. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sure you're very riveted. We're gonna get some clouds in here. Oh, my ear itches. Ah. Clouds, you say? Kind of dig these. Now, I kind of want everything to be going this way to sort of enforce the dynamic composition a little bit more. So, get the clouds going in that direction as well. Oh, my eye still kind of hurts. Ah, shit. Like, I really should have taken my fucking mascara off before I went to bed. Waking up with that, I'm just like, ah. I don't know, very descriptive. But yeah, it sucked. Those of you that have worn makeup, you'll understand. When you wake up with it, and your whole face is just like, well, your eyes mainly are just fucking stinging all to hell. Still waking up, still booting up. I gotta think about these clouds. I know I want them in this direction, but also, what color are you? Gray? Like a little bit of yellow in there too. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. What am I doing? Who am I? Come on, I just want to grab the color. Greeny yellow? Yeah. It might work. May work. May work, may not work. We'll see. Let's pop in some highlights so that we can define these forms a little bit more. You know, like, I'm gonna be harking on about this for a little bit, but like, waking up, like just waking up and being still quite tired is kind of feel like when you're like drunk or hungover, and it's only when you're just kind of like sitting and chilling you realize, oh my god, I'm not fucking sober. I mean I am, but it's an akin feeling. I'm just like desert winds in my own head. I try and wake up, babbling nonsense. But anyway, the yellow's kind of cool. Might be. It's very green. I might need to. Sorry, didn't mean to hit the mic. Let's try that. Ooh, I don't know if I like that either. Maybe the green did work. Knock it back a little bit. I don't necessarily love it just yet, but we can kind of tweak it as we go. Well, let's just try and get some form of these clouds in here. Man, I haven't even had any breakfast. God damn. Yeah. This is how it's gonna have to be, I guess. Yeah. I hope everyone's doing well. I know I said that. I'm just kind of on a loop. As I scramble for talking points. Yeah. Clouds. Clouds are always a nice feature. Like landscapes. And they are actually a lot of fun to paint traditionally as well. I've painted some clouds in my landscapes when I've done my actual like acrylic paintings. It's cool. Peter Moorbacher, one of my favorite artists, he does some really cool clouds and on his angel pieces. His art's so like whimsical and high fantasy. I really love it. I guess I probably could have found some of his stuff for reference too. Yeah, we're just gonna like very rough like lay in the details because we can refine it later. But we're just kind of building it up slowly. You know, as best we can anyway. Yeah. Got the cloud here. Maybe see something over here. I am a fan of these kind of not quite like misty, but they're kind of hazy. You know, like the clouds are so kind of light and fluffy. They're sort of blending into the sky. It's such a pleasant look, I think, personally. And there's a lot of character in clouds. There's a lot to think about lighting and how it diffuses, because it's, you know, you want it to look this kind of soft and fluffy. I mean, unless you're doing like storm clouds and stuff like that, but there's a lot of shape and form. Whether my sleep-deprived brain can process all of that stuff, I don't know yet. I'll drink some water. What a messy start to the stream. Oh, sorry for that ASMR drinking. Anyway. Yeah, clouds are fun to paint. They're so whimsical. Yeah, see, when I just kind of like lay in the shapes, it starts to take its own form. You know, like you start to just like pick out little details that like you didn't throw down intentionally, but it starts to come to life. You start seeing more areas you want to build up and develop, which I think is cool. This is definitely looking like a cloud, and that's good. Because I want to kind of do the background one layer uh, as much as I can. I gotta think about it like a traditional painting, which means I do need to get the sky elements in first, because painting around them is kind of a pain in the ass. I really like this color, if it's the color I think it is. Might brighten it a little bit. My eye still hurts, by the way. Just as an update. As my fucking left eye. The trouble eye. Ooh. Yeah, I like that color. Make this very whimsical sky. Oh god. Oh, my back, everything. I'm just gonna complain, alright? I'm sorry. Yeah, my back hurts. Perhaps because I just woke up and sat down. Oh man. After the stream, we have a proper stretch and do all the proper healthy habit stuff that I should have done. But I really just kind of, I wanted to get into it. Like, I wanted to jump in, especially because I skipped a few days. And by skipped a few days, I mean, like, I didn't stream on Monday, like I would have. But we're here now. And I have missed doing this more, like, high fantasy stuff. I'm having a lot of fun doing the fan art things that I've been doing as well. But I do miss, like, actually working on something from my own IP and, like, my story and stuff like that. This will be a cool character to, once it's, like, all finished and I can animate it and stuff like that, I think it's gonna look really cool. Because I want to do more of that. I want to actually, like, paint more of my characters and do the light animations to it, because it's such a nice, I don't know, it's so nice just to add, like, a little bit more life to the artwork. And for me, also, not only is it something that I've wanted to do for a while, it kind of feels like, you know, I have this degree in game art, and, like, I've messed around with all this other software, and it sort of felt like I was, you know, kind of wasting that skill, or, like, you know, that knowledge that, I mean, I paid fucking big money to get. So to actually utilize a little bit more of, like, the different softwares and the techniques and stuff, like, it feels good. Like, to actually do. Because, like, I learned how to, like, rig and 3D model and stuff like that, and, like, I don't know if I would necessarily get back into doing 3D modeling and, like, 3D animating and all that per se, but, like, the more, like, technology and the more software I get to play around with, the better I feel, because I do like it. Like, I did enjoy, like, modeling, and I did enjoy, like, 3D animating, and, like, I've animated by hand also, like, straight up on sheets at a light table. Like, I've done all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, like, I don't know if I would go back into doing 3D stuff per se, but I do enjoy kind of just playing around with it. If I did, I think I might try Blender, just because also Maya has made it such a pain in the ass to get licensing. Like, I am a student, so technically I could get Maya because I'm doing the masters, but they want so much stuff now, it's fucking ridiculous. And Maya has its own issues too. as cool of software as it is, and, like, you know, it's still industry standard. Boy, oh boy, Maya is a fucking house of cards. They just keep, like, piling shit on it. Goddamn Maya. Just, like, memory leaks and all kinds of issues, and The infrastructure of it and all the code is just like just plopped one on top of the other. So it can be pretty janky. But I hear good things about Blender, and Blender is free, so that's also enticing. But if I were to do some 3D modeling, you know, it might be to model out some like assets or potentially like very simple structures and scenes to get like nice perspective or whatever. Because I've done that before, where at least when I had Maya back in 2012, I would sometimes build some of the assets that I would then paint, because like doing hard surface is like so easy, in my opinion. So it'd be really simple to like build a hard asset like 3D model, and then I just, you know, screen capture the angle that I want, and it's in perspective. And, you know, if I wanted to change the angle, I still have the 3D model file that I can go and you know, take a different shot from if I want. So that's pretty cool. I do like that aspect of it. I don't know that I would ever do like full-on character modeling. Like I have. I just don't know that I want to. So, you know, it'd be fun to mess around with some other software. Keep painting in these clouds. Maybe some one stream I'll show you some of the the old student work that I did when I was doing the bachelor's. You can see some of my old projects. I gotta think about that. No cloud. I don't want that cloud. I think this is good. This is just kind of like band because it's... Well, I think it needs to be tilted a little bit more, maybe... Alright, let's have like a little break-off cloud. Let's kind of go in... or up. Yeah. Oh yeah, and maybe we'll have like a little bit of a moon here. Or 5 moons, actually. Because this planet has 5 moons. Super fancy. But that might be a nice touch. I don't know. I haven't decided. I want to put something like big in the background. So if it's not moons, it might be some kind of structure that's like super light. I don't know if you know this or can tell, but I could fucking fall asleep right now. I could go back to bed real easy right now. I'm feeling it still. I mean, I guess I could have taken more time to get ready, but I kind of also just wanted to jump in and not give myself a chance to overthink also. But perhaps next time I will make some coffee before I come here. And we'll see. Those clouds are looking so pretty. They're looking like a thing. I like when they look like things. This might be... I mean, I like it because it helps, you know, the kind of read through. Might be a little too bright. Or it might need a little more detail. I don't want to get this area too congested with stuff. Because I also, if I look at the original, I have some structures that I want to put in. And I think I lied. For a stretch. I think I'm gonna do some separate layers or two while I figure out some of the structures. My back itches. Help, I just have so many issues right now. Those were there. I kind of want these to go like a little more like that. That's probably way too much, but let's take a look. Actually, that just might be perfect. Now let me look at the original again. They kind of went all the way. Make that shorter. It helps the perspective show that like it's receding into space. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A little sassy pose. On a somewhat side note, or kind of circling back to previous topic, like I am excited to paint more of the characters and creatures and stuff from my world, especially now that I am doing the animating and I am doing like more like interesting things with them, because I think that definitely helps generate interest in the work, and it's fun for me too. Like I really do, like, as much as, you know, the fan art is cool, nothing against it. Career-wise, I would really like to develop this more and kind of build that following up more. So, which means I need to show like more detailed art, more of the world, like so that you can actually like look at the image, get more immersed. Now those structures are working like shape-wise. You gotta think about like what's going on with them though, because I kind of want like a little bit of filigree. Also, let's kind of define the basic shape, and I'll go up a few. Because our light's coming this way, based on this highlight anyway. Oh, my face itches. Sorry. Now, are these just going to be obelisks, or are they going to have a little bit of detail to them? That I haven't decided yet. There's a fruit fly. I just crossed my peripheral. Freaking goddamn fruit fly flew into my mouth yesterday. It was really gross. Just, goddamn. A little suicide mission. I'm like, I don't think I swallowed it or anything, but it was just like startling. Like, why would you do such a thing? So now I'm wary of this fruit fly, lest it do something just as crazy. If I start coughing and sputtering, it was the fly. It did it. This needs to kind of go like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course, I might just start coughing and sputtering regardless. My dry throat. Drink some more water. Anyway. Oh yeah, in unrelated news, a part of my chair fell off yesterday also. One of the controls. I can't really tell how exactly it fit in the chair before, and I certainly can't put it back, so that's somewhat concerning. This is just like a cheap, like, third-party, like, generic gaming chair, and you know, it's not bad, like, for the price. It was like $100. Like, this is not top of the line, but it's, you know, concerning when bits are falling off of it. I'm just like, oh, well, I guess I didn't need that part. So, if the chair collapses, forewarning you now. any number of things could happen this stream. I could be accosted by the fruit fly, my chair could collapse, you know. Could get exciting. I know. I doubt it, but, you know, just knock on wood. Just in case. I want to, like, do something. I don't know what to add to him yet. Let's, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and add some detail to it. Carve out this little notch here. Yeah, just to make him a little more interesting. And like right there. How long we been going? 46 minutes? Barely accomplished anything? Sounds about right. That works for now. It's like, I want detail, but I also don't want to over detail it as well, because you can go too crazy. Just need something kind of subtle. So far, I'm okay with this. Even things that are going to be like subtly detailed, they still need a fair amount of care and treatment to look good. And like, I'm still working on like making my backgrounds look decent, because that is still a very weak area for me. Let's lighten that up. But, you know, I don't just want to have like these stagnant like characters. You know, like, I want them to be in the environment. I really want to be able to portray the world, much like, you know, how Magic the Gathering, like, you look at the cards, even if you know nothing about it, you can tell that there's like, there's story, there's like, it has vibrancy and life, and that's what I want to convey as well. Because, you know, I love writing my books, but some people are not into books, so I still want to be able to like share the world with people that are more into the visual mediums. And since I can draw, you know, seems a waste to not take advantage of that. But I definitely need to work and study more on, you know, doing environments, because they're very important, and they can bring a whole lot to your artwork if you can actually do them well. Like, integrating a character into an actual space makes a huge difference. Eye itches. I think I mentioned before, like, because I had Bell's palsy, my left eye is just like super sensitive. Like, excuse me while I rub my eye right next to the microphone. Yeah, there's like whatever lasting nerve damage or whatever happened to my eye, but yeah, the left is just always, well, not always, but it now is more sensitive, which is also why going to bed with mascara still on was a terrible choice. And I suffer for it now. Yeah. I like the little, like, that little part is nice. It might not need too much more than that. We'll see as we build up some of the other structures, because I have to think about, like, what does this world look like too? You know, like, what... I mean, that's part of the fun as well, because, like, I have it in my mind. Like, some places I have developed more than others, and I would probably have a better idea of what I'd want them to look like. But the desert kingdoms, I haven't put as much mind to like what the structures would look like, you know, like what is their architectural style and the culture as much. So that's part of like that the art and the writing kind of complement each other nicely, especially when it comes to development, because as I paint these pieces, I start to think more about, you know, how they look aesthetically, and then when I have the visual in mind, when I write about them, I have this clear image of like what this place is like. And even if you're just a writer, you know, if you the more clear the image you have of the place, the better you can write it. So it definitely is beneficial to me, oh, to build up these places and paint them too. Because I've also found there in the past I have painted some scenes from my books, and it I went back and like edited to my own satisfaction, because I had this image now of, you know, the scene or the place or the character, and it gave me a better idea of like what they looked like and how I wanted to introduce them um, in the story. So the art definitely helps. And sometimes things develop in the art that lend themselves to the book, and you know, vice versa. Alright. I might leave these for now and maybe add more to them later. I might do some of like with the am I saying this right? Kaladesh? Because they have a lot more of like there's these structures. I'm so out of the loop for magic, which makes me kind of sad, but yeah, this stuff like these little rhombus things that have this like detail in them, which I think are really cool. But I might add some detailing into it, so that at least it's like still keeping the basic shape, but it has like a little more visual texture and interest. So, but for right now, we'll leave those. Call these towers. Apply. Towers. And I had another structure in the back. Yeah, these, and then plus like this part of the mountain face. Oh, let's grab some of that color. Let's add another layer. Because I kind of want them to have like a little platform. Add some more structure. Okay. Basic outline. I was thinking maybe there's like a little temple or like beginning of like a city back here. So that's gonna need a little more detail. Maybe some like stairs and stuff like that. Do some cool stuff. Will not be finishing. What a surprise! Am I ever gonna finish anything on stream? That is the true question. So let's think about this temple. I'm thinking. I think the simple shapes are still the best way to go. But kind of like the clouds, we might need to let it like develop itself a little bit. And the way to do that is to add a little bit of highlight. I have to rub my eye. Yes, let me grab that color, let me brighten it. Might be too subtle. I need to darken it a little bit. Let's pull some of this color. Put that in there. Just lightly. Because we do want it to feel like far away, which will also make it feel like it's a lot bigger too. Do. Oh, my tummy is rumbling. I need breakfast. I'm hungry. I'm tired. I didn't have my coffee. Wah. Put in some little steps. My nose itches. The complaining stream. Little steps into big steps, maybe? I was watching Connor VA Sea Dog the other day. Or watching one of his streams with Iron Mouse, and now Sassy Baka is just stuck in my fucking head. Ah, the fruit fly. I summoned it. So like, while I've been painting this, I just have that like little phrase just going over and over in my head. It's really annoying. So now I hope it's stuck in your head. You can suffer with me. I don't like that. My leg hurts. Oh, God. I'm such a mess right now. This fucking fly. God damn it. Hey, what? Excuse me? Don't deselect my layer. How dare you, Photoshop? We can close this, by the way. Meh. Little steps into big steps. And you would actually see some of this. I think I need to kind of draw out some of this structure a little bit, just so I understand what we're doing. So we got this area. Got some steps. Okay. I'm thinking. Hang on. Processing. That is breaking perspective. My shoulder. Everything hurts. Everything hurts and I'm tired. I suffer for you guys. No one asked for this. That's alright. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm starting to see it. It's starting to take life. Take shape. It's taking life. Yeah. Okay, so we got this area here. We got our little steppy steps here. To like another little platform. The Sassy Baka is still stuck in my head. It's still playing. Okay. This area might not show actually. Dun, dun, dun. But the stair area might. Hang on. I'm gonna clean up this area. Ah! The goddamn fly! I don't know if that was the fly. It might have just been a hair, but still. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if it tangents, except that this should go down, this should go up. I think there should be a little bit of difference. Yeah. Okay. Going back. Yeah, because I need to build this out a little bit so I understand what the fuck I'm drawing. My music! Restart. So that part's fine. Doesn't really feel like cityscape just yet. I do like having the structures though, because it, you know, feels inhabited, populated. Buildings and architecture are a very good way to convey that there is story, there is something happening. So we got these towers, we got these steps, we got this base. We got this fruit fly that won't leave me alone. Okay, and these are gonna be more steps. So little steps into big steps. We're gonna have to add more detail to that, but thinking. What if it's little steps into big steps into little steps? Yeah, maybe. That's kind of cool. Kind of like that idea. They will get much bigger. Bum, 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 bum. The structure's a little bit boring. Kind of like the idea, maybe like the sand building up on this side. So it kind of breaks up the shape a little bit, because it's a little too boxy. You know what would be kind of cool? Take this gold. Got like little gold structures, maybe. It might not read well, but maybe a little gold filigree might be kind of cool to help kind of break up the shape a little bit, because like I said, it's a bit too boxy. I don't love it. I think the gold is maybe a good idea, but I don't know how to apply it just yet, so we'll lay off that one for right now. I think that's more like detail, level of detail stuff that we're not quite ready for. So we have this hill here, kind of help break it up. Yeah, okay. I like that. I like that idea. It's kind of breaking up the shape. I definitely want to clip it in here, because that's the important bit. Is this right here helps change up the shape. A little bit of sand dunes in front. So what is this structure? Is it just like a little podium? I want to kind of convey some sort of city, some kind of more structures, like not just like these little temples and stuff like that. But I'm not entirely certain yet. We've gone for a whole hour. Amazing. There's a hair in my face. Ah. Because we have this. Yeah, these are cool. The dome. Oh, maybe a dome or something. Maybe. Because, like, what's happening here, right? Just, you know, fell into the void here. Let's kind of get some more sand. What did the original look like? It's kinda... was pretty low. Ooh, I do like that though. Maybe I will keep it that way. Okay. Get rid of you. So, actually... keep that off. Yeah, maybe we'll just kinda... some more little, like, towers. Let's see. Not entirely sure yet. Kind of like with the clouds, I'm just sort of laying in shape and seeing how they fare, if I like them or not. I don't like this one. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't think you're necessary. Let's just kind of add some more structures and see what happens. I think I need to kind of bounce around and add a little more detail in other places before I can understand where I want to take this. If that makes sense. And which is not a bad idea. Like, if you're getting stuck on an area, like, you know, it's okay to kind of go around somewhere else in the painting and, like, work on that, because hopefully, you know, you'll get that little spark or epiphany so that when you go back to this area, you know, with the piece that you're stuck on, you've got, like, a fresh mind. I want this to look more rocky, which will also come from the silhouette. Break up the shape a little bit, but I don't want it to, like, tangent with those. Ow! I'm complaining. Ow! My arm, just how it's resting on the desk, kind of hurts. Okay. Rocky shapes. We're at that hour. I don't know how long I'm gonna go. I will tell you. Maybe not too much longer. I need to eat. I need to eat. I need my coffee. Like, I know we didn't really, like, discuss too much of, like, you know, importance, I don't think. I mean, I don't know. My brain is not fully functioning here, but yeah, this is a pretty basic stream. I'm starting to get to that mental fatigue where I want to take a break, I want to do something else, I want to eat, and, you know, this, that, and the other thing. It's coming together, though. I'm glad we get to work on some of the background. And I gotta think about some of the shapes a little more, like this area, what I want it to look like. I like my character, though. He came out really cool. He or she. I haven't decided. It. Eat. A little more light in here. But at least it's looking like a place. Like, it feels like a desert, you know. We know there's civilization. We just kind of have to figure out the rest of the details. Excuse me. Let's... I want to make sure these shapes read nicely. Maybe they do need to be brighter. Yeah. I might need to find a little more reference of some nice, like, kind of desert areas. Because this is cool, but this is, like, crazy. Like, the thing that I liked was the subtle lightness of, like, the structures in the background. But I don't know that I like these shapes for this composition. So I have to really think about what kind of place this is. Yeah. But we can experiment a little bit, at least. Try some things. One thing I did want to try. My eyes watering. Let's do another layer. And I did want to add kind of like this big structure. Now, we're not going to see it in the cloud area. Well, will we see it in the cloud area? That is the question. Okay, let's let's just add this thing for right now. I'm gonna have to make it a lot more light, but I did want like this giant like archway. And actually, we need it to kind of cross over here, like that. I'm gonna erase it from in front, but I just wanted to get the angle correct. And this could maybe have some filigree to it. I haven't really thought. I just want like this really cool archway. Oh, no, too much. Because what if we do some like little fancy shapes and like interesting lattice work? Just drop it in some ideas right now, like may or may not keep it. I've got to make it a lot lighter. Grand structures, like, you know, for high fantasy anyway, like they have that feeling of like very heightened technology and advancement, and I think I would like to convey that, because this world eclipses my world here with all these fancy creatures. Like, there is a high level of sophistication in certain areas, and I want to convey that. Okay. It's just an idea. Let's also gotta do some stuff. Hang on. Hold your horses. Okay, yeah. So we gotta make it real light, and probably more blue, actually. Not the right blue. Might not read very well. Yeah, it will take a lot more work to kind of get it to read properly. Blue in there. I don't know. I gotta work on it. This is where this reference will help the most. Let's take a look at this. So it's very blue on the side that is in shadow, which makes sense. Atmospheric perspective. Knock that back a little bit. And then on the area where there is light, I want to grab that color right there. God damn it! Let's go full screen a little bit. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's brighten it a little bit more. Okay. I might have to like knock it back some more too, but I do like the idea, at least, of like this big structure. It's just like in the background, like this big halo. It needs to be bent a little more. Hang on, let's up it. Oh Jesus. Never mind, you stay there. Ah, hey, hey, hey. You settle down. My fucking cat is eating and it freaked me out because I just heard the crunch behind me. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And it's just a cat. And puppet warp it a little bit just to get more of the angle. Stretchy, stretchy, stretch. It's gonna be all like fucked up, but more I just need the shape. So it was like that, now it's like that. That. We can fix it up. Okay. It might be too much, because it might be too much information right here. I might need to go over something simpler, like maybe just like a halo or something. And we'll see. But it's kind of like an idea. If you haven't gathered from my tone, I'm gonna go. I'm getting ready to leave. But yeah, there's a lot to do. This kind of like illustration does take me a while. Just because, I mean, there's so much to work on, and like I do need to get like more reference. If we lighten this a little bit more. Or maybe we just have to knock it back even more like that. I don't know. I'm not sold on it. I like the idea of it, but I think it needs a lot of refinement. But anyway, so yeah, I know the stream was just kind of like meandering, and then you guys dealing with my crazy as I like woke up and my vocal cords started working properly. But yeah, I thought it'd be kind of cool. Hopefully for you to kind of see some of like one of these illustrations that I do, like the process of it is just kind of meandering through a little bit and just kind of working on different little areas and trying things out. But I do like where it's going, and that's all the justification I'm gonna give. I mean, you could work more on the sand dunes. I just need to go eat. I'm still tired. I wasn't planning on streaming, so I take it as a win either way. Yeah. 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 I apologize if it's a little lackluster. Um, but if I have something more planned for next week, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna be on Monday or not. Like, it's just tough because I'm waking up at 2. So, we'll see. We'll figure it out, but I'll keep streaming fairly regularly regardless, just because I like this and I want to get used to it, and hopefully like I want to bring you guys stuff that's useful. I think that's why I'm kind of fumbling and apologizing now. Whether or not you knew that's what I'm doing, but like I feel bad if I've wasted your time. Like even though I'm just kind of like meandering and like doing the art, that's why I tend to choose like demos and like something with like a direct point or like a tutorial or stuff like that, because I want to give you something like that's worth watching, and I honestly can't say if this has been worth your time or not, even though like for me it's useful because I get to work on art that I want to finish and actually put as like portfolio and stuff like that, but I don't know if it's useful for you. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope there's something good that you saw from this process, and I do apologize for just being a fucking mess like coming into the stream like that. Hopefully next time I stream a little more together, I might have to push it a little bit later so that I can eat, I can have coffee, I can kind of like wake up and maybe have a clear idea. But yeah, I feel a little bad, so I'm sorry if the stream kind of sucked, but um For those that will watch it, thank you. But anyway, you will eventually see this all animated and finished. Not here, probably, but I'll post it up on my social media. Anyway, I'ma go. Thanks for bearing with me either way. And yeah, yeah, you know, learning as we go. But I have to eat. I have to drink coffee. I gotta go. All right, that's it. Bye.